Hello everybody and welcome in today's video. In today's video we are going to have a look at the Bitcoin price action, which we haven't done in quite some time. We are going to have a look at this correction so far that we are seeing with Bitcoin, the structure of the price, also this specific level that I've been mentioning over on my Twitter account. And yeah guys, in today's video I basically want to show you the range Bitcoin is trading in right now, what we can expect over the next coming weeks, but most importantly, what are the most important levels to watch right now in order to determine the future price action of Bitcoin. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for the best crypto market analysis. Yeah, it's hard to say right now for the best daily videos because we haven't been doing so much daily videos at all. But yeah guys, I will explain about that and my personal situation at the end of the video, so if you are interested in that, make sure to stick till the end. Right now I first want to do a update on Bitcoin because we haven't done that for quite some time. So what we are seeing right here guys is actually quite interesting. This level down here, 1800, 18.6k right here, is actually a level that I've been pointing out over on my Twitter account. And what I basically said was that if I had to pick one level where Bitcoin probably will bottom, or where we at least get a significant reaction, it's gonna be 18.6k. I had a couple of reasons for that. First of all, there's a CMA futures gap, the last one on the daily, which we will go to the charts. I will show you on the charts. It is basically the golden ratio Fibonacci extension level, and that is normally a C wave, corrective wave, if we have a look at the structure of Bitcoin, and we would consider this as a B, C type of correction. Then the bottom most of the time in the C wave is at the Fibonacci golden ratio extension number, which is at 18.6k. So what we can see is that we shot slightly below this level. We got basically a wick that is quite normal, right? Especially when we have such a huge sell pressure, it's never respecting a level precisely till the dollar. Often we get a wick, so we get a kind of a extreme reaction right here. So far we got a bounce, and now it's very interesting because the resistance right now is basically the previous Fibonacci level that we are seeing. So that is the extension of 1.414. That is the extension basically before the golden ratio, as you can see right here. So that is also the zone that Bitcoin is trading in right now. It's trading between these two Fibonacci levels, and let me make a zone out of that right here. The support would be at the bottom of the zone, 18.6k. The resistance is at approximately 21.9k. Then guys, actually something interesting happened, which I also want to have a quick talk about in today's video. That is a video that I've made some time ago. That video is about a certain cycle that we are seeing in the stock markets, which is called the 7-year cycle, also known as the Shemitah cycle. I will put the link to this video, guys, right here in this information box. You should definitely watch this video, because in this video I'm basically predicting that the stock market is going to crash, or at least going into a declining phase from September 2021. So basically what we are seeing right now, and that there's a big likelihood that Bitcoin will top in that time frame as well, because the regular financial markets, they can drag Bitcoin down with them. And in hindsight right now, this is aging pretty well, because it looks like this is actually playing out. So a lot of people ask me recently, okay, so if we do see that 7-year cycle and we get 1 year decline, when could be the moment again where we could see a prosperous future, where the price could go back up again based on this cycle? Well, based on this cycle, it can happen after September this year. That is due to the fact that this cycle basically works on a 7-year period of going up, increasing, with a 1 year period of going down. And right now, if we have a 1 year period going down, that would mean from September 2021 to September 2022. So that is quite interesting. I will do more research about this. I will bring this up in future videos as well. But what we are seeing often in predicting price or predicting structures in the market is often that price is actually less important than time, because time and price need to meet at a certain level in order to be valid, and time is also a very important key element in analyzing the chart. So what we are seeing often that at certain months Bitcoin is behaving more worse than in other months. In certain periods Bitcoin is behaving better or worse, also concerning altcoins, for example. But this cycle, the 7-year cycle, and I would definitely recommend everybody to watch this video. I've published this video quite some time ago, I would say, and but what we can see right here is that there is just so much significance. Every time during that 7-year cycle, we are seeing some form of a crash or decline in the stock markets. And right now, there is no difference as well. We are seeing the same thing since September 2021. We are seeing the stock market, the regular financial markets also going down, dragging Bitcoin with it. So guys, most of you will ask yourself the question, of course, did Bitcoin bottom already? And I'm going to tell you guys that you shouldn't ask yourself that question, because it is very difficult to, actually almost impossible, to try and predict the exact bottom. We've touched a key level in the Bitcoin price. That is the golden ratio extension level right here. So it makes perfect sense to get quite a reaction right here. A lot of support coming in, of course, to see a bounce. Potential bottom is all possible. We don't want to say that right now because we basically don't have enough evidence to support that idea, to support that concept. So that's why I'm also not going to say right here that this is going to be the bottoming zone. However, I do think that the chances is definitely there that Bitcoin is bottoming out right here, and that we eventually going to see some nice upwards momentum coming into Bitcoin very, very soon. Also interesting right here, guys, and this might be even more important for Bitcoin as well, is that we did something Bitcoin never really did before, and that is we broke below this key level, and that is the 200-week moving average. And if we have a look at previous times, we broke, for example, below this level slightly at March 2020 when we had this major crash. But here 2018, we can also see that this level acted basically as a bottom. Normally, the 200-week moving average functions as the ultimate bottom for Bitcoin in a bear market. We are seeing it right here. The bear market of 2014, 2015, we bottomed at the 200-week moving average. That is also where the moving average started. We bottomed in 2018. We bottomed in 2020 on this level. But right now, we broke below this level. We even got a weekly close below the 200-week moving average. That is definitely also a warning signal, which could strengthening the fact that Bitcoin might not have seen a bottom yet. But that's why this level is going to be so very, very important. If Bitcoin wants to become slightly more bullish again, get some more bullish momentum back in the price, we really need to break above this level. And this level is above that zone, slightly above that zone that we just have been talking about, at approximately 22,500. So in order for Bitcoin to get some confidence back into the markets, we really want to see a weekly close above the 200-week moving average, which is right now at 22,500. Then guys, I want to go with you quickly to the Bitcoin futures chart right here, just to show you on the daily time frame what we are seeing right there. Normally what we are seeing is that in these futures charts over the weekend, Bitcoin price action moves, and then on the futures chart, because the futures chart is closed during the weekend, we are seeing a gap. And we have a gap right here, for example, where you can see that if you look at the price, it just shoots up. So there is a gap, because during the weekend this market was closed, and in that weekend Bitcoin's price increased. Then when the market opens back on Monday, we are seeing that gap. But what normally is the case right here, and this is also a known phenomena in the stock markets, in the regular financial markets, is that every time we are seeing a gap, these gaps tend to be filled. So a lot of times these gaps are going to get filled, like we are seeing right here. We got a gap, price comes down, bounce, gap filled. Right here we got a gap, price comes down to fill the gap. Right here we got a gap, gap down, price comes up to fill that gap. At least what I mean with fill that gap is that the price will arrive at that same level again, to at least trade in the same range as that range the gap was created. And what we also seen is that we had a gap below us, and that gap was actually right here. Here was the last gap, and that was opening at roughly 18.5k on this chart. Right now, guys, we haven't completely filled that gap, so that is also another argument where you could say that Bitcoin might not yet have seen a bottom. We came very close. We filled the gap basically when we have a look at different charts, because other Bitcoin charts went to the levels of 18.6k, even to 17.6k, so even lower. But if we have a look at the futures chart, we came as low as to approximately 19.6k. So on the futures chart, we haven't closed this gap yet. That is something to think about. But next to that, we also definitely have some gaps to the upside, which might are even more interesting right now. We got a gap right here, opening at 27,300, closing at 29,000 approximately, and we got a gap at starting at 34,000 US dollars. Are these gaps getting filled? Well, I can almost say with 100% certainty, of course, nothing is certain, but you can almost say with quite a certainty that these gaps to the upsides are going to be filled sooner or later. It's just going to be the question, what are we going to do first? Is Bitcoin still going to make a further drop, maybe even fill the gap right here? Or is Bitcoin just going to see a bounce and first fill the gaps up? Everything is possible. Right now, as long as the 200-week moving average is functioning as resistance, I would say be very, very careful. If we get a weekly close above that level, which means that we also leave that range that we are talking about. Let me show you the range that we have been seeing right here, which basically right now is acting as resistance at 21.9k roughly. Then there's definitely a possibility for a nice rally in the Bitcoin price, because this will bring back in some momentum, breaking resistance. Also interestingly, what we could see here is that we have a potential falling wedge structure. This is a little bit far-fetched, but this is a pattern that we are seeing sometimes with Bitcoin. Therefore, I wanted to share it with you guys. We got a falling wedge formation. We broke to the downside, which is bearish. But sometimes, guys, with a falling wedge formation, we do see like that the wedge is breaking out to the downside, moving sideways, and breaks back into the wedge. Once that happens, if the price breaks back into that wedge, then there is still a possibility of a bullish breakout. Actually, the likelihood of a bullish breakout increases once we are seeing something like this. This is a pattern that we have seen sometimes with Bitcoin. So I just want to make everybody of you aware of that, that is a possibility as well. But it's a bit far-fetched right now as we are still trading below the 200-week moving average. Just something to take in mind. As long as Bitcoin is in this range, I'm expecting a kind of sideways range where a lot of accumulation is going on, definitely. And I expect as well Bitcoin to leave this range to the upside. There's definitely a higher likelihood for me, but there's also that possibility always still to get that fake out and then move to the upside. And of course we could also see a more structured move to the downside. But yeah, we have already seen quite a big correction from the highs right here, but there are also a lot of reasons to believe that right now we are quite close to a bottoming range. Now is just the time to wait until we see a more clearer bottoming structure, and wait until Bitcoin is really leaving the range and showing us some more bullish signals. And If you are interested in trading this in the shorter term time frame, guys, I've built a website. It's called Whale Portal. I've been talking so much about this on Twitter. This is right now by far the best website that you can use for your trading, and this is something I just built for the community like some time ago, actually maybe half a year ago or something, maybe a little bit longer, not really sure. I've asked every single one of you right here on the channel that I want to build a trading dashboard for every single one of you, so you can use that for your short-term trading. So I've checked what I think is most important when I trade next to the charts. Which information do I really want to know to predict the price? And I've asked all of you guys as well, what do you want to see? And then eventually we came to this trading dashboard. And it's not ready yet. Actually, the basic website stands. You can use it. It's awesome. It's whaleportal.com. I would put it in your favorite websites. Watch this website every single time before you open a trade, because in my opinion, this website really provides golden information concerning what's happening in the markets in one page. So you can basically see directly, okay, we got negative funding rates on Bitcoin collateral contracts. How is it on Binance doing? We got negative funding rates on US dollar Tether contracts as well. The open interest is going up. That is interesting. Pressure is building. Crypto fear and greed index is still low, which means the sentiment is low. This is a warning signal because the Bitcoin balance on exchanges is increasing. That can cause selling pressure. And we got this this chart, which is very interesting. Other websites who are providing this chart are all asking money for it. I'm not doing that. We are just we just built it basically for the community. But this chart is very powerful, because if you combine all these metrics, you can get quite a good grip on the markets. But it is up to you in order to learn how to read those metrics. I might make some tutorials about this in the future, but I have to say that this specific chart already helped me multiple times to cancel some trades at the last moment, but also to enter some trades as the last moment right before big moves to the downside and big moves to the upside. If you want to know more about these charts, I've made special pages on all of these charts where I also talk a little bit about them, explain a bit what kind of chart it is, how you can use it for your trading, basically. So yeah, guys, if you miss anything or you have some feedback from this website, you can also let me know in the comment section down below. Very much appreciated. I'm very happy with this website. Sooner I will be there will be more things on this website. If you have any ideas, you can also always reach out to me. That is very much appreciated. But yeah, that is basically what I have been working on for the past couple of months, next to being right here on YouTube. And in the last month, a little bit about my personal situation. Then in the past month, I had quite a hectic period. As you guys know, I was living in Indonesia for quite some time. I was living on Bali. I came to Holland. The moment I arrived in Holland, I actually got COVID, so I was sick for some time. Then I had to prepare for the wedding. Me and my right now I got married. I shared that also over on YouTube. In the community section, guys, was really, really awesome. Very happy with that. One of the biggest things that happens in somebody's life, right? You find your soulmate, you get married, you make a certain commitment. It's very beautiful. Then after the marriage, I got quite a severe lung infection where I then suddenly was for a couple of weeks, I couldn't do anything. I had very difficult time to breathe. I couldn't walk on the stairs. I couldn't sport. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't use my brain that much as well. So that was actually quite harsh. That was also the reason why I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't knew in the beginning that I had a lung infection. It took quite some time till I went to the doctor, and then I got news about that. But now things are getting better, so that is good. I will be more active right here on YouTube, and yeah, we are going to I'm going to make sure that everybody right here who's watching this channel is going to be rich in the next coming months. Of course, that is all up to you. That is just a joke, but I will do my best to provide all of you with the best information on the markets and the best moves that you can do in crypto right now, because even though Bitcoin right now has seen quite a severe correction, which of course most of us wouldn't like to see, everybody would have loved to see Bitcoin reaching 100,000 US dollars. That's not the reality. What we are seeing right now in Bitcoin, guys, is creating a ton load of opportunities in the next years. And if you right now in the coming year make the right decisions, then yeah, you can change your life in 1 or 2 years. Believe me, because I did it myself as well. I was in crypto right here. I actually started already in crypto in 2016. Yeah, 2016, around these levels. But back then I didn't have that much wealth, that much money, and I've been through this run. But during this bear market, guys, this period right here is basically the period that I made the most life-changing money in crypto at all. Because afterwards, during this period, I had a lot of accumulation, a lot of nice trades going on, and afterwards it just took off. And that was just one of the best periods when you look at terms of wealth. So that is also something that we are seeing right now. I guess we are going to enter a period where there are a load of opportunities out there. If you learn how to take the right opportunities, you can make a life-changing money in quite a short amount of time. I mean, what is 1 or 2 years on a lifetime? It's nothing if it can literally change your life. So make sure, guys, if you want to be together on this journey, make sure to subscribe down below, hit the bell icon, because of course I haven't been active last month. That also going to impact the algorithm. So it's very important that you have your notification setting on all, so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. And in the coming videos, you can also drop it in the comment section down below. We are also going to have a look at some altcoins and more at where are the opportunities in the markets. But guys, make sure to check out Will Portal. This is a project I put a lot of love into. It's free to use, and it will definitely step up your trading game significantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being awesome. Make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. I want to wish all of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.